You can go.
Hi.
How are you, Dina? How are
I'm
you
doing
doing?
well. How are you?
I'm good. How was your week?
Well, my week was interesting.
Interesting. In terms of what?
It was busy, and it was the first good busy week I've had in a while, and I'm actually tired from it.
That's good. It's good to be busy in a good way, though.
Yeah, it was the first week I've had like that in a long time, and I mean, I guess I didn't do that much, but Walter and I have been throwing around the idea for a really long time now about buying a house, like a larger, like a home, because right now we've just been in like a rented home, so we actually want to buy.
Is it an apartment or?
Yeah, it's just like a little townhouse.
That's good. That's exciting. New plans and.
Yeah, so we found a really nice home, and we went ahead and purchased it at the end of last week. So I spent throughout the remainder of the week and the weekend shopping for furniture, and
That's nice. That's very nice. Have you been agreeing for many stuff with Walter, or do you have like disagreements about this new move that you're gonna make?
so I'm not. I see things and I think they're pretty, but I'm not good at putting things together, like in terms of furniture and designing a house.
Is Walter good with that?
Yeah, he's good with that. So there haven't really been any arguments because I've let him kind of put things together, and then I've gone through and picked oh, I like this, this doesn't look that great.
Well, there are always arguments, especially in this kind of movie that you're going to make. So
I'm sure there'll be some arguments to come.
but how do you feel about now? About Walter right now? A little better than previous weeks?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we actually kind of had fun together, starting to shop for things.
Like every day, or like this week was, you said, very busy. Was it busy with Walter or just with your job and
It was
a combination?
I mean, a little bit of a combination, but for the most part with Walter and the new home.
That's very nice.
Trying to buy things.
That's very nice. So did you notice any change in his behavior? Do you feel more involved in his plans?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've been laughing a lot more than usual and kind of joking around and doing, well, I mean, we're actually doing this together, and we haven't really done anything together in a while, so it's good to feel what we're feeling again, I guess, just having fun, and it's not been all serious, it's been pretty relaxed so far.
I really like this. So my next question was, what do you think that changed this situation? Do you think it's something from you or from him?
Honestly, I don't really know. I mean, I think that we're both excited about getting to move to a bigger space, and I think it came at a good time because we were at a rough patch and having some difficulty. So I think it was good for us to kind of take our mind off of the issues that we've been having and focus on something a little bit more fun and exciting for both of us. I know we're kind of throwing the idea around about getting a pet.
That's nice. What kind of pet?
I'm all for cats. He would prefer a dog. But
That's a dilemma.
I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'd be okay with the dog too, but I particularly like cats. I think they're sweet and gentle, and they won't require walks, so we won't have to worry about being gone from the house all day or worrying about like having to make sure the dog went outside.
I'm glad that you seem happier than than previous sessions. Now that we're talking about family, I was going to ask you. I had this in my mind from our last session that I was going to ask you, but I hesitated because we were talking about other stuff. Have you ever thought of having a child with Walter? Do you think that this would benefit you and change the scenery? I know it's a tough question, so take your time. Have you ever discussed this with?
Yeah, we've discussed it, and I guess it kind of like at some point we want a child or children, but for me personally, like right now, I'm working,
So you would
and he's working.
So you want to concentrate on your success, like?
Yeah, I want to make sure that I'm really successful before I have a child.
That's nice. But you include in your long-term plans having a child, right?
Yes.
That's nice.
I also, before we got married, I always had this idea that I would get married and like have a happy marriage and be married for like 4 or 5 years and not have any children, and then after that I would have some kids. Just because I thought it would be nice to spend, you know, a couple years, several years traveling, doing whatever, you know, living our lives just without children.
That would be my next question. Do you ever think about traveling, like somewhere with Walter, vacation or for a week?
We've thought about it, but like again, back to, you know, what these hopes were that I had before I settled down. You know, I wanted to get married, like spend time with just me and my husband, you know, do whatever, and then have kids, and things didn't really happen that way. You know, it's been many, many more years than that, and we still don't have any kids. And
so you feel that you didn't have, you didn't accomplish what you didn't achieve what you like projected for your life, like predicted for your life. How?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was necessarily a prediction, but.
So you're 30s, you're young, so you have a lot of years in front of you to accomplish all these goals with Walter. So I don't think you have to worry about these goals.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go back to. I was going to ask you about work. How is the situation there? Like, do you feel there's an improvement, or like with your coworkers? Do you think that there is like an improvement with the behavior of the coworkers in you?
Maybe. I mean,